Okay, this is Gold Beach. I've got 1st Infantry. One made it. We're not using boats or anything. This boat came in right about over here, and another boat got delayed. One tank got delayed. Two made it ashore, and one was washed over, so I lost that tank. He's got the veteran festung. He's got a not a Pack 40, but a anti-tank gun here. It only has 24 inches. A minefield, barbed wire, a minefield, machine gun nest, machine gun pillbox, and then his platoon is in the forest and in the building. And he's got a mortar platoon back here, scout platoon, and another platoon in reserve. So we're going to bottom turn one. A pot shot with his observer in that house, and then with the machine gun, got one hit, failed to save, but since there's a seawall, it got bulletproof, and he rolled a 5, so he's still okay. Going top of turn 2. Got another platoon in, another one got delayed, and both tanks bogged down trying to get over the seawall, and these guys have moved up, took a couple pot shots, but couldn't hit anything. Going bottom turn 2. Okay, somehow he killed 3 of my guys, including the guys up in here with the long-range shots from machine guns. They killed the LMG and a regular guy, and then the observer took a pot shot and killed the guy here. So going to top of turn. First platoon went to ground, second moved up here, third one came on, fourth one is about to come on next turn. Unbogged this tank and slid him over here. The other one did not unbog. So we're going bottom turn 3s where Stacy can start getting reserved. Okay, took shots of machine guns over here, was able to hit even though he needed 6s, and then rolled a 6 for firepower, so killed him. Machine guns couldn't do anything with these guys, right? Even though he got a bunch of hits, I was able to make saves or miss firepower.
I missed them all.
And then his mortars, he had 2 mortars in position, so I only got 3 hits, although the rerolls took away 1. But he was able to pin him down, but nobody failed their save. So going to top of turn 4. My turn, this tank didn't unbog, he slid over. My 4th platoon came on, and I slid these guys over, tried to spread them out. See what happens with bombardment. I was able to use a naval bombardment to pin him, but couldn't kill him even though I hit 2 guys. Right, I hit 2 guys? No, I hit 1 guy. One guy. Alright, so going to bottom turn 4, he didn't unpin, and his shooting was ineffective for a change. So that was a good turn for me. Going to top of turn 5. Okay, I got rid of the barbed wire here, and I smoked his observer. That's all. Going to bottom turn 5. Okay, the 6s continue for Stacy. He ranged in, needed a 6, ranged it in. Then he hit a bunch of guys, and then needed 6s to firepower me. Got him, killed 3 stands, and both these guys are pinned down, both these platoons here. So going to, top of turn 6? And then he got a reserve, he's moving him on. Okay, I just moved up, tried to smoke observer, couldn't do it. Tried to hit his mortars, couldn't do it, so here comes the pain. Was able to get into this house. Did a successful skill check with one of my guys, and they all got in. So going to bottom turn 6. Okay, these guys got wiped out. They lost 2, ran off the board. These guys lost 2 from machine gun fire, and lost 2 from mortars. 1 from machine. So I lost 3 there, and lost 2 there from machine gun there, and then they ran off. So going to top turn 7. Doesn't look good for the Americans. Finally, the Americans did something. I assaulted, took out his observer here, then busted up his bunker and consolidated. I got, let's see, 1 guy in there, 2 guys out here. I'm just getting both in the bunker area. And then I consolidated the other guys into the house, like so. And moved these guys up. The tanks had 4 shots. They finally got 1 pinning hit, and these guys did nothing. Range in did nothing. So going to bottom turn 7. Well, I missed another save here from his bunker over there. I was able to kill him. I was careless and left him invisible or visible. And then he ranged in here, got 2 hits or 4 hits, and I failed 2 saves, but he couldn't get his firepower because the mortars aren't very good at it. So going to top of turn, unpin this platoon or this platoon, even with a reroll. Ranged in, could not range in over there. Moved up my 4th platoon and my tanks. Tanks took a shot over there and a shot over in the building. Was able to kill a guy actually. So we're going to bottom turn. Lost a tank here because I was too stupid to keep far enough away. He did an assault, blew it up. And then he killed 2 guys here because I can't roll an infantry save for some reason. And that was it, right? Couldn't unpin his infantry over there. So going to top of turn 9. Couldn't range in my ships, couldn't blow them up with my tank. Was able to assault and wipe out 2 guys, 2 stands, and then pushed in here. I think you got to push one of the guys back. You did it? Okay.
Not yet.
Alright, bottom of turn 9. Stacy basically did nothing. Did a lot of shots, a lot of hits. Either made the save or couldn't make the firepower. And now he's stormtroopering his last troops. Going to top of turn 10. This group's going to take one for the team. They went at the double. I couldn't get this guy at all, and I couldn't pin, or I did pin those guys. I killed the stand, so that was nice. I wiped out that platoon. He decided not to use his 1 IC for a reroll, so he gave up the platoon. But there's just a lot of Germans and not a lot of Americans here. And we're going to bottom, is it bottom turn 9 or 10? I think it's bottom turn 10. Well, I've got one more turn. Oh, awesome. 8 hits, failed 6 saves. But I stuck, so that's beautiful. They did their job. And these guys over here, we're trying to figure out if I could win. There's no way I can win. Even if I get the assault, push him back as far as I could, he'd still be within the 4 inches to contest, so I couldn't take this objective. So he's going to win, just a question of what I can do in my last turn to bust him. Oh my goodness. So I kill a guy with my tank here, move up these guys for no reason, and I moved in 3 guys to assault. Lose 2 in defense. He had 5 shots, killed 2 guys. Killed 2 guys. Hit 3 guys, and I can't stop rolling those 1s and 2s. So then I roll another 2 from my swing, missed it. He rolls a 3, kills the last guy. That'll be the game. So good game. That's a 5-2 victory for the Germans. So that was Gold Beach. Now we're going to Juneau.